Hello everyone, it's me Skin Glow and Afro, and I am back to do some more YouTube videos today. And as you can see, I have my cake up here because if you don't know, my first name is Keisha. So there you go. So the topic today is, I read earlier this week on Twitter, the authors of the book Slay in Your Lane have gotten into beef with BBC Sports because BBC Sports basically ripped off their Slay in Your Lane slogan. I read this and I was just like, I am so not surprised. So as you can see, I have the book right here, Slay in Your Lane. It was published in July 2018, so it's almost a year old now. And I've still not finished this book. I keep reading it and putting it down, but that's just a bad habit of mine. I apologise, I can't help it. I'm just like that with every single book I own. But the book is, Slay in Your Lane, The Black Girl Bible, and the authors are Yomi Adecoke and Elizabeth Uviben. And it was actually Yomi who was the one who put up on Twitter about how BBC Sports had basically ripped off their slogan. She said, "Imagine being a white woman creating an empowering women's ad campaign for BBC Sports and choosing to rip off the trademarked name of a book specifically aimed at uplifting black women in an almost identical font." So I saw that and I read through the thread and I was just like, what is it with these massive corporations stealing from black women, ripping them off? This slogan, Slay in Your Lane, it was trademarked, okay? It's trademarked, it's a hashtag, it's a movement, it's their slogan, it's a black woman's slogan, it is for our culture. And then once again, a white woman comes in and wants to take it and use it for an ad campaign, not even thinking to do research to see whether the name had already been used. So then it follows on to say, make no mistake, this has happened because they have A, arrogantly assumed we wouldn't have it trademarked, and B, that we would for some reason be grateful at this plagiarism disguised as a nod. We contacted the woman in question and BBC Sports privately, but nothing has been done. Our trademark covers everything, including advertising. You'd think there would be some urgency as it is a legal matter, but they are chilling. Imagine them putting "just do it" underneath and fronting it with a black British woman. All I can say is black creators trademark your shit. I mean, it won't actually stop white women from ripping you off and big organisations stealing your shit, but at least you can drag their clerks to court. Oi oi. Then it says, thanks for all the DMs, tweets and legal advice. LOL, really appreciate it. Unsurprisingly, within less than an hour of posting, I was accused of bullying by one of the campaign's creative directors. Literally so textbook. When are we black women not being labelled as A, aggressive, or B, bullied for speaking out on the oppression that we face? Still haven't heard back from Beeb either, but journals, other people are telling me that they are preparing responses to them or that they have been responded to. Would be nice if they actually bothered responding to us, to be honest. And then they linked down below BBC Sports response. So BBC Sports pathetic response, it only shows they knew exactly what they were doing. Below is just a part of what our trademark covers for your information. Coincidentally, the campaign comes down today after a mere 5 days, which was always planned allegedly. Complete bullshit. So give me 2 seconds, let me just get up the BBC's response, which was, a BBC spokesperson said the BBC sought legal advice before going ahead and were advised that the use of the headline "Slay in Your Lane" in our Women in Sport #change the game marketing campaign was sufficiently far removed from the goods and services covered by the trademark registration in place. Background briefing: the first burst of posters which used the headline comes to an end later today, which was always planned. Really, BBC? Really? And then I'm going to link in the picture of their other trademark. So basically they highlighted the section which is relevant to, you know, the BBC basically plagiarizing their shit. So it's basically advertising, promotional and marketing services. So basically how they trademarked their slay in your lane campaign. They basically trademarked it so that you cannot even use the slogan in advertisements and campaigns, which the BBC have done. So basically the BBC have broken the law because they've basically plagiarized someone else's shit, and then they're trying to say, well, it was so far removed. Listen, you used their exact slogan, the exact same font, but yet you're trying to be cute. Stop it. And they also highlighted the trademark for saying advertising services of a radio and television advertising agency, advertising services provided by a radio and television advertising agency, advertising services provided by television. So basically, BBC, naughty naughty. So I got my cup back up since I've finished reading everything. So basically, here is my 2 cents. I'm sick to the back teeth of black women creating things for our culture. I absolutely love this book, Slay in Your Lane, even though I've not finished it yet. Slay in Your Lane, the Black Girl Bible. This is for us black British women here in the UK, because obviously our experiences are unique to wherever in the country, wherever in the world you live, sorry. So for someone to just come along and take what Yomi and Elizabeth have created is damn right cheeky, it's damn right feisty. And for someone to sit there, someone actually said to Yomi, oh, on Twitter, what does it have to do with race? It's everything to do with race, because the simple fact is, I'm not saying that white people haven't plagiarized each other, however, they're more likely to get that shit resolved, whereas someone can just come along and take it from a black person and think that we will not do anything. They seem to be under this assumption that black people in the UK are just, you know, complicit, and we are placated by the little bullshit that they want to give to us, you know, that we just supposed to say, oh look, they used my slogan in a campaign. I should be so fucking grateful for you know, it being used for something bigger than what it was created for. However, we can be bigger on our own. We don't need people to steal our shit to then carry it off as if it's their own, and they did not create it. All they had to do was just, you know, they could have asked. It's that simple. They could have asked, and then it's up to Yomi and Elizabeth to say, well, no, you cannot have it because it's ours. But instead of asking, they just stole it. And this is the thing. White people are forever stealing shit from black people. Forever. And another thing to mention is, what a lot of people have not spoken on, is this blatant cultural appropriation. Because that is what it is. Slay in your lane, like here in the UK or whatever, is a blatant form of showcasing how beautiful the black British culture is, you know. The experiences of the black woman when it comes to dating, microaggressions, all this kind of stuff that we have to deal with here in the UK. So then for the BBC to come along and say, hey, we're gonna use this for this I'll change the game campaign is so freaking rude and ridiculous. I'm about tired of this because it's blatant racism and nobody can come tell me different. It is racism. If you try to tell me different, I'm still gonna tell you about yourselves, because I'm not that kind of I'm not the one, trust me. I'm not the one on that. So as far as Black woman solidarity, this is exactly why I did this YouTube video. Black woman solidarity, I shall always be on the side of Yomi and Elizabeth. BBC was completely in the wrong. They had no right to do what they did, and I do hope that Yomi and Elizabeth sue the clout of BBC, because you can't keep getting away with shit. You can't keep taking from Black people and just expect us to just, you know, sit there and take it. Are you absolutely mad? Are you feeling all right, BBC Sports? Are you feeling okay? You seem a bit delusional. Because I keep saying there's going to be one day when Black people are going to rise, and when we rise, they're not going to see it coming. So that's all I have to say on that. So I shall round this video up with saying, BBC Sports, go suck your mother. Yomi and Elizabeth, you are two beautiful, strong Black queens. Do not let this incident bring you down. Let it do what it's going to do. Take them to court if you feel you need to take them to court, even though obviously they do need to be taken to court. But continue to rise. Don't let this be a knockback. Let it be a knock up. Like, they try to bring you down and you're just gonna keep on rising. You understand? So like, comment and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on this whole plagiarism situation. Oh, and just end this video. Just end this video with this point. If you still don't get it, why this is wrong. Imagine you handed in an assignment, and when you got your results back, you failed the assignments because they basically said that you was plagiarizing someone's work.